Hey everybody, it's Christine from ChristineParma.com. Welcome again to your Monday night practical business training that I bring to you every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern to help you create your profitable, dream-fulfilling business so you can do what you love and get paid what you're worth. Doesn't that sound great? It is great. So that is what tonight's training is all about. So tonight we are diving into parts 3 and 4 of this 5-part training I've been doing over the past couple of weeks, all about how to create your profitable marketing plan. Because hey, what's the point in spending a whole bunch of time and a whole bunch of your effort on marketing if it doesn't actually get you clients, if it doesn't actually bring money in the door? But here's the thing. If you are a solopreneur and you're wearing the 1,000 hats and juggling all the balls, then your marketing plan may look something like throwing spaghetti at the wall. It may look like, well, what can I just get up right now? I've got to get something up. And although there's something to be said for being present, in social media and doing something and taking action rather than doing nothing. Yes, it's better to do something rather than nothing, I think. In order for it not to be a waste of your time, you should have some kind of strategy around it. So I am teaching you the simple way, the easy way to create a marketing plan that will help steer all of your efforts and all of the money you may be spending, all the time you're spending into creating the marketing and make it pay off for you. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Christine Parma. I help ambitious mama entrepreneurs to create profitable, dream-fulfilling businesses without having to work 24/7 or sacrifice everything that matters to them in the meantime, like their family, their kids, their sanity, their health, and that sort of thing. And I show them how to create the systems they need in order to do that. You can find out more about me at ChristineParma.com. So let's dive into steps 3 and 4 of your money-making marketing plan, right? And if you have questions, please, you can type them in the comments below. I am more than happy to answer them. Or if you're catching this on the replay, you can leave your questions in the comments area below too, and I will pop back to you with a reply also. So if you didn't catch parts in steps 1 and 2, you can scroll down to my videos and catch those also. And today, steps 3 and 4. So step 3 of the marketing is once you have created your overall themes for the month, which is what we talked about in step 2, how to do that, then you need to brainstorm topics for your content. So you're getting more granular in your marketing plan so that you're not sitting in front of the live stream camera one morning thinking, oh my gosh, what can I talk about? I have to talk about something, to engage my audience and maybe I'll, get some clients. So you need to brainstorm some topics. And if you're following the plan, the way that I've laid it out for you, then this all makes sense. And you'll know exactly what you're supposed to be brainstorming your ideas around right now. Because everything has to funnel towards bringing money in your business. So, one way to brainstorm ideas is to use mind mapping or, just sketching out essentially what mind mapping is sketching out associated ideas or topics off of a main topic. Kind of like if you think about hashtags in Twitter, it's like, what are the related hashtags? Well, it's like, what are the related ideas? So when you are brainstorming your topic, start to create, on the monthly theme, start to create these offshoots of the monthly theme or the idea. And great places to start are, what are the problems that your dream clients are struggling with? And then how can you look at that problem differently? So let's make this real and give you an example. So say your monthly theme is all about how to get more clients. So you could talk about how to create a content marketing plan. You could talk about social media strategies. Then you could get even more granular and talk about each social channel: Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. And then, in those, hit my mic there. In those, you could get even more granular as to the strategies and around each particular social media platform, like pinning strategies in Pinterest, and looping and repinning and group boards, and all of those things that go with Pinterest. So that would be kind of one offshoot. You could talk about how to have effective client sales conversations, and then about all of the issues around client sales conversations. So, for example, questions or challenges that your dream clients may have around sales conversations is, well, how do I have a sales conversation without feeling totally pushy or icky? You could approach it from a mindset standpoint about that sales are a good thing, and it's not wrong or bad to promote yourself and your services, because, hey, if you don't promote or you don't sell your services or offer your services, then you're not going to make any money. And that doesn't serve anybody, because if you don't make enough money to stay in business and actually thrive in business, then the people who want and need your help will not get it because you won't be around to help them anymore, because you'll be out of business, right? So you could go off in that direction on sales conversations. You could also talk about how to create programs and courses to get clients, because when you have your signature program, it positions you as an expert and an authority in your space. And it also gives you a lot of pricing leverage. And you could go down that road. So you can see, step 3 around creating your, mind map, or list of related topics. You brainstorm all of these topics and all of the ways you can approach them. You can approach them as a top 10 list, as a question and answer session, as a masterclass, as, a PDF download. There's all these different ways. Then you can look at each of those topics. So you will see very quickly, when you do it this way, you have a lot to choose from. So then the question is, what do you do with all of this information, all of these topics that you've come up with? And if this is making sense to you, you could say, yes, it makes sense to me if you're catching me here on the live stream. If you have a question about what I've shared so far, please go ahead and pop it in the comment section below. And then so once you have all of your topics outlined or mapped out, then you really need to move to step 4, which is organizing them in a logical sequence that makes sense for your dream client to follow, but also which really supports the sale or the promotion of your program, product, or service. That's what we're working towards. That's the money-making part of marketing, is we are focusing on the marketing efforts, adding up to and supporting and leading to the sale of your programs, products, or services, so that you can be in business and make money doing what you love. Is that good or good? Yeah. So you need to organize them in a logical sequence. So, think about it. And some of the ideas that you came up with, maybe you will save for another time, because they might not all make sense for that particular month that you're creating this content for. You need to think, well, what's top of the mind problem or challenge right now for my dream clients? What are the solutions they're really looking for? Even what's a hot topic? And then what step do they need to take? What's the step, the ultimate result I want them to have for, say, this month of content? And then what's the step that I would need to give them, or what would I need to share with them right before that in order for them to get to that step? And then what's this step or information I need to share right before that? And so you can kind of reverse engineer your content for the month. Check it going forwards too, because that's how you'll be presenting it, is step by step. Is it making sense to your client, or your audience, I should say, your audience, as to what you're sharing with them so that it's not haphazard, and if you're just starting off, it's fine to be a little haphazard in what you're putting out, because you know what? Your action counts more than just sitting around and thinking about and coming up with the perfect plan and then never executing on the plan. So action is definitely more important than anything else. That's what's going to get you the results. That's what's going to bring money in the door for you. But when you get to the point where you want to really leverage your time and effort and have it create bigger results for your business, that's when you really need to step in and start getting some organization around your marketing and creating a marketing plan. I'll share with you something that I'm doing right now. I am gearing up for a free training that I'll be doing next month. It's going to be, I believe, 7 days, all around how to create the systems that give you the time to have your business work over summertime. Because if you are a parent, especially if you're a mom like me and you've got kids and you're running a business, sometimes when you look at summer, you go, oh gosh, what am I going to do during summer? Especially if this is maybe your first summer in business, it's like, well, I don't want to have a summer slowdown for my business, but I don't want to work the whole summer and feel like I missed out on summer with my kids. So how do you summer-proof your business? How do you make it bulletproof for summer so that you can make money in your business and continue to have your business grow without actually giving up your summer and not having any fun during summer? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about in this 7-day training coming up, starting off the top of my head. I believe it is June 12th that it is starting. It's a Monday. So I will definitely be sharing more information about that. If you want to get in on that training and be notified of when I open up signups for that training, because it's not yet open, go ahead and type sub me, as in subscribe me, in the comment section below, and I will make sure you get added to the list to be notified of when I open the doors for registering for that free training. But so in the context of marketing, the marketing plan, I'm going to be focusing what I'm talking about leading up to that training, all about topics that support that training and how to bulletproof your summer, how to kid-proof your summer, kid-proof your business for summer, that's, and then how do you keep growing your business during summer, and time management strategies and productivity so that you can spend less time working on your business and enjoy the summer, but you won't have that financial slowdown in your business, and you won't feel like you have to kind of start all over come fall. It's like, I lost so much time, and everything kind of went down the drain during summer. Now I got to get back in the saddle and kind of gear up again. It's kind of like, when kids leave, when they're out of school and their minds kind of go, over summer, and then they have to kind of relearn everything in the fall. Well, hopefully you won't have to do that with your business, because that takes a lot of energy to kind of, restart your business in the fall. And it's a waste. It's a waste to have to do that and lose all that momentum during summer. So all of the things I'm going to be talking about are going to be leading up to that training. And so that is what you're going to should expect from me over the next several weeks. And I'll also continue to be sharing the inner game principles, the motivation, the mindset hacks that help support you emotionally and spiritually in having your own business, being an amazing parent, and doing what you love and getting paid for doing what you love. So I'll be doing, of course, those mindset trainings on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern too. That's all I have for you guys tonight. I'm keeping it rather brief tonight because you know what? I pack it in the value, and I share what needs to be shared. If you have questions that you would like me to answer and you're watching right now, you can go ahead and type them in the comment section or type them as you're watching them on the replay, and I will be happy to answer those for you. So you can find out more about me and how I help entrepreneurs to create their profitable businesses over at ChristineParma.com. And I'll put that up here real quick, ChristineParma.com, for those of you who don't know who I am. And it has been my pleasure to share this with you tonight. I wish you an amazing evening or day, depending on where you are. And I will see you all on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Take care. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.